Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Colorado Rockies taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. So just about set now. And on the mound today, Ranger Suarez. What should we keep an eye on here?
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year, a sub 350 ERA. And, you know, guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub twos, they're dominating. But when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, you know, good season last year, opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
And that's downstairs and outside. Goes down looking. Now here's Nolan Jones. He was hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. In the dirt, and that is ball 1. Suarez, 29 years old, and he was selected for the All-Star game last year. That clips the zone, and it's 1-1. One out, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball. Horner in plenty of time to first. Quick start to this afternoon's action. 2 gone. Time to check out the Rockies lineup. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated, because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer, and when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it. Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
Michael Tolia at the plate now. That's ball 1. Ground ball left side, and it kicks off the bag. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Kyle Farmer in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Two outs. Line drive. Marsh makes the grab, and that is that. Here's Trey Turner. Turner with a homer in his last game. Foul ball there. And a foul ball. Struck him out looking.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And here this afternoon, 2 quickly away in the bottom of the first. 2 down, base is empty, and digging in for Philadelphia, Bryce Harper. And a ground ball to first, and that's just foul. On the ground right side, and that one finds its way through. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Big knock there to keep the inning alive and an opportunity to put something in the gap and give the Phillies the lead.
Now batting Jaron Duran. Step off, throw to first. Harper's back on a dive. On the ground, right side. They take the force out. An acrobatic. Back at Citizens Bank Park. New inning getting started. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Suarez back to work. And there's a ball. Suarez, an all-star a season ago. He features a sinker, a curve. Oh, that drilled him. Throw not in time. It's an unlikely infield single. Definitely some concern here. That ball came back and got him right on the pitching arm, as you can see him trying to shake it off.
And if nothing else, you worry about him getting some dead arm and losing some feeling. But from what I can tell, I think they're going to let him continue, and that's a really good sign.
Sam Hilliard stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. That one fouled off. Nobody out. Runner at first. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw. Tag. Out. A bullet from JT Realmuto.
Not a fast runner on the base path, so this kind of looks like it was a hit and run called from the dugout. Got to make contact some way or somehow, because that guy's not going to be able to steal second base and be safe.
And that's in the dirt. And the count is even, 2-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. Jacob Stallings now. In for a strike. 0-1. Outside with a breaking ball. No score here in the second. And that one hit to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park, where these Phillies fans are geared up for another season. Their postseason run was cut short after they ran into a red-hot Mets team in the NLDS.
Yeah, that was a tough series to swallow for these fans. Phillies were good all year, but they couldn't cool down the Mets when it mattered most.
Last year, the Phillies had the second best record in baseball behind the Dodgers.
Yeah, and that's just not good enough for these fans. They want success in October, not just the regular season.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Gosh, here it is. Hit it. 3-pitch strikeout. All fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Swung on, belted. Hilliard going back. And forget it. A laser to left. His first homer of the year. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Man, he just barely got that one out of here, and you've got to love the effort and left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
Nico Horner, the next to hit, takes outside. This to center field, and it drops in. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Horner leads off first with one away. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. And it'll be first and third now after that miscue. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. Fouled off left side. And that skips in the dirt. Traffic on the bases with one already in at bottom half of inning number 2. The next pitch misses, and it's 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Off the mark there. And it's 3-2. And down on strikes.
No.
That K is his third of the game.
Oh, you know, it's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
So the Philly batting order turns over. Trey Turner now. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
First and second, 2 outs. And here comes Alec Bohm. And there's a foul ball. Yoan. On the ground to short. Tovar throws to first, and that'll keep more runs. And we're back, all set for the start of the inning. So in now for Colorado, Thairo Estrada. There's a strike.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Outside low, ball 1. Fastball right back to the mound. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down. Here's the center fielder, Brenton Doyle. Struck out looking at his first at bat. Sinker gets the bottom of the zone, and that's a strike. And that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
1-1.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely. That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Man at first, 1 away. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Throw into third. In there safely. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Tovar in the box, lays off for ball 1. Just missed.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Way inside, gets out of the way. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
3 ball, 1 strike.
Caught him looking for the K.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Tolia, the next to hit, takes low for a ball. That one missed. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Doyle on third. Jones on at first with 2 down. And that'll load the bases.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boo. The last one wasn't even close.
Kyle Farmer up to the plate now. 0 for 1 so far. Right through there for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
Well, needed a big strikeout to get out of danger. Turned to the deception of that changeup. Great execution. Really sold it with the arm speed. Had his opponent way out on that front foot.
Back here in Philadelphia, set for the bottom of the third. And now here is Bryce Harper. Swinging a foul straight back. Way out front for strike 2.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Here's the 0-2. And they'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Up the middle, Tovar. The throw to first. Harper retired. Jaron Duran digs in now. He's 0 for 1. And a foul ball. On the ground. Oh, wow. Nice play from his knees. The throw. Nicely done for the out.
Look at the commitment to make the play down on the ground from the knees. That's not just arm strength, guys. That's core strength as well. Look at that rocket across the diamond. Outstanding job.
Schwarber takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Two out, space is empty. Swing and a ball popped up. McMahon in position. And that'll do it. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And set to lead off the fourth, Ryan McMahon.
1-0.
That one in the dirt. 1-0. McMahon, a former All-Star. 30 years old now. And he was a second-round pick back in 2013. Gets the call, and a count 1-2. And that just misses. And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, you know, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
Digging in, Sam Hilliard. Suarez ready to fire now. And that's downstairs and outside.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Yeah, there's the strike.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
And that is out of play. And there's ball 4.
Well, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Stallings in the box now as he looks at ball one. Second plate appearance of the day for him. And another ball. And ball four, 2 aboard.
Gosh, another walk in this one. Man, he is having some real issues with control.
2 on, 1 out. Tyro Estrada to the plate. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Got him swinging for the K. Down to second, but he dances back in safely.
Well, he didn't want to go after him with the fastball at all in that at bat. Nothing but off-speed stuff. Even with all the changeups coming, somehow he was still early on the swing. So I think he had to be thinking it was only a matter of time until he saw some heat.
Doyle up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. And delivers outside.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
The changeup missing, and that's ball 3. First and second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. And they're all loaded up.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Out to short. Trey Turner gloves it. They get the force, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the inning, Nick Castellanos at the plate now. As the lefty gets to work. Hard hit to third. McMahon fires over to first, and Castellanos is out. So here's Horner now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Line drive makes the grab for the second out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Marsh swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Just missed. Swings through that one for strike 2.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Out to short. On the run, throw to first. They get the out, and that'll do it. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. On the ground, out to short. Turner with the throw to first. 1 away here in the 5th. Here's Michael Toglia. First pitch just misses.
1-0.
And there's a ball. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. And that's fouled off. That misses, and it's a full count.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch, top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Farmer stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Next pitch is in the dirt, and that's ball 2. And that one hammered And no one can get there. And that's going to roll to the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And he hits a ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The Rockies strand. Back at Citizens Bank Park, we head to the bottom of the fifth. And now it is JT Realmuto. That's to third. Sends it across to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth. Here's Turner now. There's a swing and a drive.
Vamos.
Throws to second, and he's got a double.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And a foul ball. Man at second. Runner takes off. That's a hit.
Vamos.
They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 3.
Well done. Drives in the run. He got a backdoor breaking ball. Really easy to give up on that pitch, but he stayed on it and shot it right back in the direction it was breaking from. Really nice job of letting it travel.
And now here is Harper. And first offering is fouled off. Boom. At first, one gone. Ground ball right side. Farmer tossed to second. What a double play that was. It over. But the RBI single pushes across a run. 3-0. You're dialed into the show. Suarez back to work. Hilliard up to hit for the third time as he lays off inside ball 1.
All these Rockies showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. You have to be impressed with how they're going about things at the plate. They're drawing 1 walk per inning right now. I drew 1 walk per month during my career.
That one ripped. That ball's carrying. That one is gone. His first homer of the year, and they're chipping away. It's 3-1.
That home run narrows the gap between these two. This one isn't over yet.
Fought off foul. And there's a foul ball.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
That one just misses. Next pitch is outside.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
High fly ball out into left center field. Marsh. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 1 down. Next to hit for the Rockies, Thairo Estrada. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Towards first, Harper. And he handles it himself for the out.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Back to the top of the lineup. Next for Colorado, Brenton Doyle. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Breaking ball misses down and away. And another ball.
2 balls, no strike.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. Nolan Jones to bat next. And that's ball four.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Jones stands in now and watches strike one. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Castellanos squeezes it, and that'll do it. One scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. And this is now a 3-1 ball. Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Lucas Gilbreth.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
To the right side, Estrada. Now the throw to first on the run, and they get the out. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one. The Rockies have some action in the pen. Justin Lawrence up and loosening in the pen. Vodnik also getting ready. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
Yeah, big swing and a miss. Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the sixth. Just missed. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
He goes down looking. Nothing doing. Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Orion Kerkering.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Next pitch is outside. Hit on the ground to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And that's in for a strike.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important for getting back into this ball game.
Tying run at the plate. In the air to left center. Duran sizes this one up. One away. Kyle Farmer digging in for the Rockies. First pitch not close. With the tying run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7. And fouled off. Hit in the air, left field. Duran under it. Hauls it in for the out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
McMahon stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And another ball.
2-0.
Out to short. Turner tosses across to first, and that will end. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Justin Lawrence.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Horner stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Tap foul at the plate. to third. McMahon fires over to first. And they get Nico Hoerner one away. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. Line to left. And that's a base hit.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
One gone, runner at first. And now for the Phillies, JT Realmuto swings through that one out in front that time. Lawrence in his 4th year, 30 years old now, and he was born in Panama. Marsh over at first with one away. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Slings to second, to first, but it pulls him off the bag. Trey Turner at the plate. That one is absolutely belted. Hilliard on his horse. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. One left for Philadelphia.
Leading off, Colorado, left fielder Sam Hilliard.
In there at the knees. 0-1. Check swing, tried to hold up. Now it appeal to third. And yes, he offered at it. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. No swing. Earl Hendricks with the call. And another ball.
2 balls, no strike.
Not close with that one. And it's 3-0. And there's the automatic. The Rockies trailing by 2, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Inside, and that's ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Tyro Estrada digging in for the Rockies. That's a strike. It's 0-1.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Off balance feed. There's one. Double play. They can't seem to break. Back here in Philadelphia, onto the bottom of the 8th, and now it's Alec Bohm. Swings and misses, and that is strike 1.
Well, these Phillies, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Here's Bryce Harper at the plate now. Growing up, he experienced a moment straight out of the sandlot. Harper was getting ready to play for Team USA, but he didn't have a bat, so he borrowed one from his dad.
Okay.
The bat was autographed by Pete Rose. His dad wiped the autograph clean and told Bryce to use it. I'm not sure how many dads would have done that. And the batter now, Jarren Duran. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. And Kyle Schwarber will come up.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. And another ball.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
2-1.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Here comes Bohm around third. The throw in. Save. In comes the run from second. And they're up by 3.
Back-to-back singles. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Next to hit, Nick Castellanos. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Two on, one out. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. That one to first, and foul ball. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And now 2 gone. Here's Nico Horner. 1 for 3. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
That's outside. And that's ball 2. Duran, the runner at third. Schwarber at first. 2 out of the inning. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one carrying. One run is in. And it hits the fence. Coming home. The relay to the plate. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Griffin Jax.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
0-2.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. So in now for Colorado, Nolan Jones. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that's down and away.
2-0.
Next pitch is outside. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. There's a strike. 95 of that one. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Forget it.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
And that chance handled. Rockies down to their final out.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Gets under and pops it up. Turner. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Phillies take this. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We bring you Wednesday night baseball on the show. It's the Colorado Rockies taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming your way next. Just a little bit away from first pitch, and on the hill for the Phillies, Brandon Woodruff. And he comes in off a really nice season on the hill, Chris.
An ERA in the low twos last year. So consistent, so dependable. Talk about a skipper who's got a guy like that that's going to go out there and not just keep them in the ball game, but really give them an opportunity to win a ball game, even if it's a low-scoring day for the offense. That's who he was last season. And if he's even close to that this year, I think they'll be really happy with his performance.
Brenton Doyle, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Next offering is in for a strike. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Woodruff deals.
That's a ball.
Hard hit right side. He takes it on his own. One up, one down. Next to hit, Nolan Jones. And that drops in for a strike. Jones launched a homer in his most recent game. Next pitch misses. 1-1. Just missed. And that misses. And now 3 balls and a strike. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate. But as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
Ezekiel Tovar in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Swing and a miss. And the count even at 1. And a breaking ball misses outside. Swing and a miss. Upstairs. 3-2 now. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Michael Tolia stands in now, looks at that one inside. Outside low. 2-0.
Boog, here's a guy at the plate. I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seems to play better in road games.
Ryan McMahon in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Chop to the left side. And that's a foul ball.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find.
Line drive, base hit around third. Here's the throw.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Headed down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Tovar at third. Tolia over at second with 1 down. Fouls one off. 2-2. Popped up. Calls it in, 2 away. Thairo Estrada to the plate. And that's a little bit high.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Laboring here. About to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. Out to short. Turner with the throw to first. And Estrada is out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting. Here's Trey Turner. Left field. Makes the grab. And there's one away. And here is Alec Bohm. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. And a foul ball. Bohm goes 6 feet 5 inches, 28 years old. A former first-round pick back in 2018. Way inside. This to third. Fires to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. Here comes Bryce Harper. Now a fly ball to right center. Doyle on the move. And the inning is over. Top of the second. So in now for Colorado, number 82. And there's a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Got him looking. And 1 out now.
Oh, that was a pretty poor at bat. He just never got the bat off of his shoulder. I mean, you got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play if it's anywhere close. And I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
Hilliard went deep in his most recent game. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ripped to third and caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Jacob Stallings, the next to hit, takes outside. Slice down the right side. 2 down, nobody on.
Hey!
Battling here as he fouls it away. Right-hander kicks, deals.
Ball.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. Two outs. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. No swing. He held up. Clyde Washington with the call there.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Castellanos grabs it on the run. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Freeland back to work. Bounced up the middle. Tovar on the run, sends it over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Jarren Duran. That one ripped right center field. In one, hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Everything came together for him. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Kyle Schwarber now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Durant around third. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
And the 1-0. Line drive, caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. And that one fouled off. Misses off the inside, and now it's even 1-1. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. All even now at 1. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Now it's the DH, Nolan Jones. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
But all these Rockies doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Tovar in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. This one chopped up the middle. Horner fires over to first, and that quickly 2 away. Here's Michael Toglia. RBI single his last time up. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. It's through for a hit, and that keeps the inning going. Here's Ryan McMahon now. He's 0 for 1. And that's
Ball
downstairs. Ball 1. And a swing and a miss. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. Next to hit for the Rockies, Tyro Estrada. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Line drive. That's a base hit. Runner around third. He will score, and they take the lead. Marsh quickly gets it back in. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Here's the left fielder. The other way, and that gets down for a base hit. In to score from third. And it's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead. First and second, 2 outs at the plate. Here comes the skip.
For the Phillies, number 25, Matt Braun.
And that's outside. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score here in the second game of the series. Up the middle, and that one handled. Off balance throw in time. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the game. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the catcher comes up to hit. JT Realmuto. And that is out of play.
You know, these Phils, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Whips it across, and Real Muto is out. In the air, left field, on the move to the gap. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down, bases empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Alec Bohm. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He beats the throw. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first. Runner at first with 2 away. And digging in for Philadelphia, Bryce Harper. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Now it's the cleanup hitter for the Phillies, Nick Castellanos. Grounded out his first time up. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That's back.
Vamos.
And that one's gone.
Ah.
He'll take a trot around the bases. His second homer this series, and they lead it. It's 4-3. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Duran, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. 2 outs, runner at first. Here's a big power threat. Kyle Schwarber singled and drove in a run his first time through. Schwarber checks his swing, appeal to third. That's a swing according to umpire Woody Keller. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
On the ground, right side. Sends it to Tolia. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now a 4-3 ball game. On to the 4th, and here's the catcher, Jacob Stallings. Stallings, a former Gold Glove winner, 35 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2012. That one fouled off. And now it's even up.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Headed towards the corner. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And it remains 2-2. And he grounds one to the right side. Horner sends it to first. And one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Brenton Doyle digging in for the Rockies. This one popped up. Harper has a beat on it. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 down. Here's Colorado's DH, Nolan Jones. He's 0 for 1. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1-1.
2 outs, base is empty.
2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nothing doing for the Rockies. Back at Citizens Bank Park, ready to go, bottom 4. Now it's the second baseman, Nico Hoerner. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
That one ripped. A dive, and he can't haul it in. And that's a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. A lot of hitters tell themselves line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Hilliard makes the move on it. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with 1 out. Here's JT Realmuto. Grounded out his first time. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Ripped to third and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Two outs. And a foul ball.
Ball 1.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate.
You don't want to run yourself out of an inning, so it's got to clearly get far enough away from the catcher. If you're the runner at third, think about scoring.
The shortstop takes the ball. 2 outs and a runner at third. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. We go to the top of the 5th. So in now for Colorado, Ezequiel Tovar. And that is downstairs. And that's ball 1.
Strom is a pretty cool hobby. Collects baseball cards of players who hit home runs off of them. I love the reason he does it. He tells people, if you hit a home run against me, you're good enough to collect.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. Michael Toglia digging in for the Rockies.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
That's a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Yeah, that's fouled off. And strike 2. First and second, no outs. And we're at the top of the 5th. Next pitch is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Tyro Estrada in the on deck circle on the inside corner for called strike 3. Here's the second baseman, Tyro Estrada. And that's outside. And that is ball 1. Outside. Tovar on second. Toglia over at first. So 1 away. There's the sinker at the knees for a strike. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Good eye in that spot. Double play ball to second. Glove flip for 1. And that's 2. Bottom of the inning. And now for the Phillies, Alec Bohm. Freeland back to work. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
Well, these Phillies, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Next offering way off the plate.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
High throw to first, and he can't reach it. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's into second with nobody out. Here comes Bryce Harper. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out. Manager out of the dugout now. Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies. He's already homered in this game. On the ground to the left, and a base hit knocks in a run. First and second, no outs. Jarren Duran stands in for the Phillies. Ball one there. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Here comes Harper around third. The tag, and he's safe. It's 6-3.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. And a swing and a miss there.
0-1's the count.
There's a swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Castellanos, the lead runner at second. Duran at first with no outs. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And Schwarber strikes out.
You know, Boog, you often think of sliders more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Corner up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. Fought off foul. Runners at first and second with one gone. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. He's got it. And there's 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Cut on and lifted in the air. That is the inning. They put 2 on the board, 3 hits, 1 error, but 2 are left stranded. We're through 5. It's the Phillies. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Yohan Duran.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
And there's a foul ball. And that one pulled foul.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
Just outside. Now 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Sam Hilliard now at the plate. Just off the outside edge. 1-0.
Love coming to Citizens Bank Park. Best ice cream in all of the league at the press level. It's only been around since 2004, but plenty of awesome history here already. It's the only stadium with multiple postseason no-hitters. Remember, Roy Halladay did it back in 2010, and the Houston Astros threw a combined no-no in Game 4 of the 2022 World Series.
Sneaks through, base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Doyle in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Stallings leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And another ball. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Marsh makes the play, and that is that. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Jimmy Herget. This is his 3rd time out this year. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. Corrals it, and there's 1 down. So the batting order turns over. Trey Turner stands in for the Phillies. The shortstop takes the ball. Stirring in the Colorado bullpen, Justin Lawrence getting ready to come on for Bud Black. Vodnik, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Next one misses, and it's 3-0. And that's low for ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
1 down. Now the third baseman, Alec Bohm. 1 for 3. Line drive. Puts it away for the out. Here's Bryce Harper. And it's fouled away. And that one fouled off. And ball 1. Right side. And that chance handled. Whips it to first on the run. What a play. Inning over. We go to the top of the 7th. And now the DH, Nolan Jones. Tap foul at the plate. Duran, a righty that throws with power. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, and he occasionally uses a curve. Marsh hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
1 out, bases empty. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Tovar checks his swing. Now it appeal to first. He did not go around. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 away. 2 outs. Base is empty. So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Rockies, Michael Tolia. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
That one missed.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
That one finds the zone, and that's strike 2. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield, and it gets by him. And he'll pull into second safely.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
To first, safe. And runners at the corners after the infield single. Estrada, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see.
Now this one is hammered way back there, on its way and gone, and we are tied.
Well, he took the split finger that was away and stayed on plane with it nicely.
And the Phillies.
Now pitching for the Phillies, number 48.
And now number 82. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Marsh moves under it. He's got it, and that is out number 3. But this clutch home run gets us even again. And we're all even now at 6 apiece. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tyler Kinley.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Castellanos at the plate and takes high there. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Hilliard snags it. 1 down. Jarren Duran stands in for the Phillies. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. Swing and a foul out of play. On the ground to first. And he takes it himself for the out. Here comes Schwartz to the plate. Swings through that one.
Well, you know, with 2 out and nobody on, it's going to take something special to get a run across. So why not? If you got some pop, swing for the fences.
Outside low, and the count is 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Good job to fight that one off. That's down and in. Got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Phillies down. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, Sam Hilliard. First pitch misses.
Ball 2.
Right through there for a strike. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. tied at 6. Jacob Stallings, the next to hit. That one outside. Ball 1. Up the middle. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Next for Colorado, Brenton Doyle.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2 is the count.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jake Bird. He has a great slider with tons of movement. On the ground. Fair ball. Safe at second with nobody out, and that double has the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Always feels amazing getting the job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. Really important at bat coming up now.
Action in the pen down there. Victor Vodnik appears to be getting loose. Lawrence getting cranked up as well. And fouled off.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit, it's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Go ahead run in scoring position. Nobody out. Base hit right field. The go-ahead run moves up to third. He's held there with nobody out.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
Real Muto in the box now. Takes strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
With the go-ahead run at third, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
And he chases that one. And that is a big first out. So he needed a strikeout there, and he got it. And now we'll see how they play it defensively.
Yeah, now they can move the middle infielders back a little bit, get into double play depth, and look for a ground ball and roll it up, get a big double play, get out of this inning. I tell you what, that was a big strikeout in a spot where they really needed one.
And another ball
in the infield at the corners. Don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
And a foul ball. Makes the count 2-1. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back here in Philadelphia, set to start the 9th in this one. Here's Colorado's DH, Nolan Jones, just off the outside edge.
Ball 2. 2 balls, no strike.
Inside, just missed. That's in for a strike. Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going. Now it's the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Here's a high chopper. There's one. Throw to first, but he beat it. Michael Tolia digging in for the Rockies. Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
And that's outside. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw. Tag. Ow. A bullet from JT Realmuto. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. Bird back to work. And that one fouled off. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. Swing and a ground ball. And that one finds its way through.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And now Nick Castellanos. Winning run on base at first. No outs.
One ball.
In the dirt, and the runner holds.
Two balls.
This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. Runner holds tight as the count moves to 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Jarren Duran. And that one fouled off. Ball 1 there. One down. Winning run on at first. Line to right, base hit. Around second is Harper. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good.
Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force. New pitcher in the game for the Rockies, Justin Lawrence.
Really tough spot to come into out of the bullpen. Bases loaded with multiple out.
And that one is lifted in the air. Squeezes it. Runner tagging from third.
Vamos.
Across is the winning run, and the Phillies win it on a walk-off 7-6.
Bien, Nico.
These can be tough at bats when you know you've got to get the ball in the air. At worst case scenario, that pitcher is going to try to tie you up, throw you up and in, but he did a good job pulling the hands through. Extension to put that ball deep enough out into the outfield to score that run and win this game.
One-run game. Here in Philadelphia, Citizens Bank Park, Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Colorado Rockies taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming at you right after. Okay, all set to go. So in now for Colorado, Brenton Doyle. Up and in, and we're underway here in Philly. Swing and a miss, strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
On the ground to third. And a quick out, number 1.
Third basemen have to be so quick with their first step reactions. Hot shots like that. That's why they call it the hot corner. That's a perfect example, though. There's no way he gloves that one if he's not dialed in, anticipating something coming his way, staying on his toes every pitch. Really nice job to get back up, set himself, and make a strong throw across the diamond.
That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1. Out towards right center field. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Ezequiel Tovar getting ready to hit. And a foul ball. Tovar hitting third in the lineup, and he was born in Venezuela. He swings and fouls one off. Hit hard, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Here's Michael Toglia. A big game for him last night. He had 4 hits in that one. And first offering is fouled off. Tovar off of first with 2 away. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swing and a chopper out to short. Turner with the throw to first. And that is the inning. And we're back. And on the mound today, German Marquez.
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
Next offering is fouled back. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. The shortstop takes the ball. Next pitch is outside. And a breaking ball misses outside. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. Now batting Jarren Duran.
That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put him away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
Marquez over to first, and Turner's back in. Duran came up with 4 hits in his last game. In the air, center field. Doyle settles under it. Drops into the glove, and there's one down. Here comes Bryce Harper.
Ball.
Swinging a foul straight back.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Ball.
Man at first, one away. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Sends it to Tolia. Harper retired. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And here comes Alec Boehm. 3 for 9 of the series coming in. Out in front and foul to the left side. Smoked into left, base hit. Flying around third is Turner. The throw's offline, he's safe. And it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up. 2 for 8 in the series so far. Swings through that.
No ball. 1 strike.
And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Boom. Off of first with 2 away. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Outside low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. In the dirt, but kept close. Cut on and miss, struck him out. 3rd out. Back here in Philadelphia, new inning getting started. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. That's to third. Boom. Throws out to first. And quickly 1 away in the second. Tyro Estrada to the plate. Homered last night. Added another hit as well. First pitch, and he just misses. Next offering is fouled back. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a miss.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
And that gets down for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Now the left fielder. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it. And now the right fielder, Sam Hilliard, looking to rebound today. He was 0 for 4 last night. First offering, and it just misses. Swings through that one for strike 1.
You know, that's a swing you'll see a lot against a good sinker. Just right over the top. Tough to barrel that up.
Bounced up the middle. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. Nico Hoerner will come up to hit. And the first offering is not close. Just missed. Making the calls behind the plate in this one is Woody Keller.
Yeah, and Woody does a pretty good job back there, Boog. He's got a pretty fair strike zone most of the time. Maybe some inconsistency here or there, but usually
he dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Throw to second, safe. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 2-0.
Waste no time there. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infield.
McMahon fires to second for 1, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play. JT Realmuto steps in. Hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7. Swinging a foul straight back. 2 outs, base is empty. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A solo shot. It's 3-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely.
Sends it to Tolia, and that is back at Citizens Bank Park. Jacob Stallings now. Edge of the zone for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Got him looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Just missed. Next pitch is out. And that's a strike. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Jones takes low, second trip to the plate in this one.
Ball, no strikes.
And that's in the dirt. Just missed.
Rio.
Next offering is in for a strike.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And that one clips the corner.
Full count.
On the ground to third. Jump throw. Pretty nice play there.
You're out.
Rockies are down quietly. Welcome back and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. Marquez back to work. This one chopped to first, and that's a foul ball. And a foul ball.
Well, he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. One away on the strikeout. So Harper stands in. Grounded out his first time. Ball one to Bryce. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Tolia. And it's caught for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Alec Bohm. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Next offering is foul back. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. And that's in there at the knees.
Booga, never got to play at Citizens Bank Park in my career, just the old Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia, but the crowds here are just as energetic now as they were at that old park. And trust me, as an outfielder visiting town, you're going to hear it from the fans out there in the bleachers.
Foul ball there. The Phillies leading by 3, top half of inning number 4. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
Just off the outside part of the plate. Ground ball to Bohm. Bohm throws out to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. Ryan McMahon digs in now. First pitch just misses. And another ball. Next offering is in for a strike. Just missed.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
And that one is inside, and it's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Estrada batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That K is his 3rd of the game. Bottom 4, Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. That one ran inside, almost got him. Next offering is fouled back. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. So here's Horner now. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. And that one popped in the air left field. Makes the grab, 1 down. Brandon Marsh will hit next. RBI single his last time up. Yeah, that's fouled off. Ground ball could be 2 to Tovar. And their second double play of the day will end the 4th. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. And that one just missed off the outside edge.
Well, these Rockies just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
And another ball.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
3-1.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And a superb diving catch.
You love to see when a guy's hungry to make a play. Right there, an excellent diving catch. You could absolutely tell he was all in tracking that ball down.
Hilliard in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. The Rockies trailing by 3. And we're at the top of the 5th. Outside low. Ball 2. Just missed.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
And that's through there for a strike. And it's 3-1. Next offering is fouled back.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
2 down, bases empty. Now the Rockies catcher, Jacob Stallings. That's off the mark, ball 1. Pulls that one foul. 2 down, nobody on. And now 1 and 2.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order. So the Rockies lineup turns over. Here's the Rockies leadoff hitter, Brenton Doyle. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. And that's a swing according to umpire Ed Drummond. And that misses. And the count even 1-1. Stallings leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a little roller right side. And that goes foul. And delivers outside. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. He picks up his 5th strikeout. Back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. Smoked on the ground a second. Throws to first in time. 1 up, 1 down. And now it's JT Realmuto. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Comes up empty.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
That one outside. Going to count 1 and 2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand. Probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch. So got to stay ready for it.
Handles, throws to first, and Realmuto is out. Here's Turner now. He's 0 for 1. First pitch misses. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
1-1.
Swing and a base hit. So 2 down, and digging in for Philadelphia, Jarren Duran. Marquez over to first.
He's safe.
That one fouled off.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
It falls for a hit. And now 2 aboard. Here's Bud Black. Here is Bryce Harper. Both 2 in this one. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1.
No ball. One
Turner
strike.
on third. Durant on at first with 2 down. Late with the swing there.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next pitch just misses. 1-2 the count. Got him. And Harper down on strikes. A strong showing from the Colorado bullpen. 5 innings complete. It's the Phillies 3 and the Rockies nothing. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Wheeler back to work. There's the strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Gets the outside corner with that one. That's hard hit on the line. Durant pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down. And the batter will be the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar. Up the middle, finds its way through, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Here's the Rockies cleanup hitter, Michael Toglia. There's a strike. That clips the corner.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be. Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
They stopped the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Stepping in, Tyro Estrada. Just off the outside edge. And that's ball 1.
No strike.
And
Ball
another
2.
ball.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
The 2-1. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Two on, 2 outs. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7. And we're back. John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth. And leading off the bottom of the 6th, Alec Bohm. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, these Phils, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've launched 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
So digging in, Kyle Schwarber. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Horner at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there.
1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back. Foul ball, still 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. In the air, out towards left center, touches down. That's a hit, and that keeps the inning alive.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Now it's going to be
1-0.
Brandon Marsh. Horner off of first with 2 away. And foul ball. Snap throw to first. Horner back in on a dive. Ball to strike. The pitch. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Struck him out swinging. Ugly cut on the slider. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Brian Abreu. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season. Number 82 in the box now. No balls and a strike.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
No ball. 2 strikes.
And 1-2.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze it.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Real Muto makes the catch, and there's 1 down. Now it's the right fielder, Sam Hilliard. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Abreu, 6'1" righty, 230 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic.
No strike.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
That one catches the corner for a strike.
Full count.
Out to center. Marsh pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. 2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit for the Rockies, Jacob Stallings.
1-0.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that drops in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Hit weakly on the ground. Tosses to first, and that is that. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Victor Vodnik.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
That's to third. Zips it to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Here comes Real Muto. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
Fastball is outside. The Rockies have some action in the pen. Jimmy Herget getting loose out there. Lawrence warming up as well. The 1-0. This one high in the air to left center. Doyle on his way over. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Trey Turner now. Swing and a miss.
No balls. 1 strike.
Now fly ball to right center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that ends the inning. Back here in Philadelphia, and now the center fielder, Brenton Doyle. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. There's a strike.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away. Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch, tailing away from the hitter, low and away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. I tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Jones, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Next offering is fouled back. The Phils leading by 3, and we're in the top of the 8th. That was pretty nasty.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Now Ezekiel Tovar. Oh, he doesn't get the call, and it's 1-0.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away
to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Offense held in check there. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Phillies 3 and the Rockies nothing. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the 8th. Here's the left fielder, Jarren Duran.
If there's nobody on in front of him, you know, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
That one the other way. 1 down. Here's Harper now. This ball's chopped on the ground. Sends it to Tolia. Harper retired. 2 down, base is empty. And now it's Alec Bohm. Swings and misses. Strike 1. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. That one at the knees for a strike.
Throwing the ball well, and they need this scoreless inning in relief right here. Been doing a good job keeping him in striking distance.
Breaking ball inside. 2-2. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Stallings makes the grab. And that is that. Phillies go down quietly in the inning, but they lead at 3-0. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. And here's the first baseman, Michael Tolia. Fought off foul. Next offering is down low. Line drive, takes it in for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
On the ground. 2 up, 2 down.
That's an out.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
And that one is in the dirt. And the count is 2-0. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. Marsh on the move. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Phillies have won. From the city of brotherly love and Citizens Bank Park, we bring you Friday baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming your way next. Coming up on the first pitch, today's starting pitcher, Christopher Sanchez.
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year, a sub 350 ERA. And, you know, guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub twos, they're dominating. But when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, you know, good season last year, opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
Here's Mookie Betts now. There's a strike, 95 of that one. Sanchez, a 6'1 lefty, 28 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Next pitch is outside, 2-1. And there's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. That's in there. Strike one. Ohtani with a homer in his last game. On the ground at first. Could be two. One at second. Out. Back to the pitcher, but the throw's by him. Wide throw, and it gets away. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Stepping in the long ball threat, Max Muncy.
Well, no trouble getting the double play started, but clearly some trouble on that return throw to first. I'm not sure if the runner going into second had a part in that or if it was something like a bad transfer. Either way, could have been 2 outs, but instead, they got to work around.
Zips it across. That's out number 3. 1 left for L.A. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. Major League Baseball is on the show. And we're back. Getting the nod in this one, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So you know, more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
Out to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Pickoff throw.
No, he's safe.
Turner runs. Out to short.
Oh.
And it gets by him. And now runners at the corners. Nobody out.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job.
Vamos.
That one is absolutely belted. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. One runs in. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it third.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. Golden opportunity right here.
Vamos.
And that's a base hit out of the left center field. One runs in. A second scores as well. It's 3-zip.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
No outs. Runner at first. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. And ball one. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more. He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Yamamoto sends her packing.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Out number 2. And time now for the Phillies lineup. It features a great veteran presence, Kyle Schwarber.
Boogie had over 100 RBIs last year, and that's just a huge year. You've got to have men on base, but you've also got to be able to come through in the clutch, and that's exactly what he did. See if he can back.
This ball is roped, and it gets down into the gap in right center. Boom. Around third. Now a relay to the plate. Safe. And they lead by 4.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
So runner at second, 2 down. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Off the mark there. 1-0.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
Man on second, 2 down.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
That misses the zone. 2-1.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Just missed.
Vaya primera entrada con los Dodgers, tú.
Next offering is fouled back. 4 runs already in the frame here in game 1 of this 3-game set. So now 2 on and 2 outs. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1's the count.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
No.
Swing and a ball popped up. Rojas. And makes the grab. And that's the inning. 9 men come to the plate. 4 score. Back at Citizens Bank Park. And the batter now, Teoscar Hernandez. There's a strike.
He's already pitching with a 4-0 lead, so we should see him be aggressive. Fill up the strike zone. Don't issue free passes.
Next pitch is outside. The 1-1 is fouled off. Goes down looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty.
Well, I'm not really sure why he let that one go by. I mean, out of the hand, it had a lot of the strike zone. Sure, it had some good arm side run at the end to move to the outside part of the plate, but with 2 strikes, you got to be ready to swing it there, and you can't leave it in the umpire's hands.
Sanchez winds and deals. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Marsh sizing this one up. Nabs it, and there's 2 away. And next for LA, James Outman. On the ground, right side, Horner. Slings to first, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Bottom of the 2nd, and now the shortstop, Trey.
This is a batter right here who really produces in these. night games, and we saw the latest example of it in his first AB.
And that one fouled off. The 0-1. They say you win.
0-2.
The shortstop takes the ball. On the ground to third,
Ball.
and that's a fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. The tag out. And now for the Phillies, Jarren Duran. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. So a man aboard now with one away. And now here is Harper. He doubled home a run in his first AB. Breaking ball misses down and away.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. Pitch misses there. Now 3-1. Man at first, one away. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
3-2.
Got him looking. And there's 2 down.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Bats up with it. Whips it to first. Inning over. One left. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. First pitch misses. Sanchez, an all-star a season ago. He features a sinker, a changeup, a slider, and occasionally uses a cutter. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The wide to kick the pitch. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Hauls it in, and there's one away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Miguel Rojas in the box now as he leaves that one up high. That's a strike. Next one is off the plate, and it's 2-1. And it's strike 2.
2-2 to count.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And 2 away now. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. And here's Freddie Freeman. Strike 1.
0-1.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. His second of the year. It's 4-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
Here's Betts. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. The shortstop takes the ball. Next offering misses down and away. Tap foul at the plate. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Durant sizes this one up, brings it in, and that's the third out. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now back here in Philadelphia, set for the bottom of the third. Here's a big power threat. Kyle Schwarber. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
No
Cold
balls,
night
2
tonight,
strikes.
Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Smith gathers, throws in time, and a drop third strike leads to the first out. Here's Nico Hoerner. Fly to left his first time. That one
Oh,
missed.
that pitch is out.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. It gets down, a base hit. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Doubled in his first AB. And that's
Oh,
off
that's inside.
the inside edge. And that's ball one.
Boog, here's a note on Yamamoto. He won 3 straight Sawamura Awards, the Japanese equivalent of the Cy Young Award, and the
I got
last
1 ball,
3
1
Pacific League Most Valuable Player Awards, which is the first MVP three-peat since Ichiro Suzuki.
Hoerner back in on a dive. Hoerner, the base runner at first with 1 out. That's off the mark, and a count now even up. Strike 3. Yoshinobu gets the K.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Ball 1, no
Castellanos stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Swing and a fly ball well struck left field. Makes the grab, and that will end the inning. Back here in Philadelphia, now it's the DH, Shohei Ohtani. First pitch, and he just misses.
So back in 2023, Shohei hit a home run, stole a base, and had a scoreless pitching outing in the same game. You'll never guess the last person to do it.
Pablo Sandoval.
Oh, you're good.
I feel like I've heard that one before. Swing and a ball popped in the air out to shallow center. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
You got to get on your horse and get to that ball and get it back in, because he's going to come barreling around first and put some pressure on you. If you bobble it or you don't get there in a hurry, it's going to make you look silly and end up on second base.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Top half of inning number 4. And another ball. That's one misses, and that's ball 3.
3 balls, no strikes.
That clips a corner. No outs. Runner on second. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Hernandez in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. In the air left field. Durant has a beat on it. And out number 1 on the grab. Will Smith to the plate. Outside low. Ball 1.
1-0.
And there's a ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on.
ball
Look for
3.
him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Ohtani over at second.
Abuela.
Muncy at first. One gone. And that'll load the bases. So up next, James Outman.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
On the ground, 2 ball. To Horner at second for 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Tommy Edman at the plate.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Missed with a changeup. And a count 2-1. Base hit right field. Muncy comes in to score. It's an RBI single, and they trail by 1.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Next pitch misses way outside.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here, or this could get ugly.
Two outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Tapped in front of the plate. And that one handled in plenty of time to first. That ends the inning. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. It'll bring up JT Realmuto. Yamamoto back to work. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Realmuto, multi-time All-Star, 33 years old. And he was a third-round pick back in 2010. That's down and in.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Next offering is in for a strike. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. On to first, gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike. So the lineup flips over. Now here is Trey Turner. And that is out of play. 0-1 now. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. 1 out, base is empty. Ground ball left side. Muncy sends it to first. Turner is out. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Jarren Duran. And that one in the air center field. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. Line drive, base hit right field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
No ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground to third. And it's just foul. That was close. Stays alive. The other way, and it stays fair. Freeman headed for third. Coming home. He scores to tie it up.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Ohtani in the box again, takes a strike. Out to short, and that one finds its way through. Here's the throw to the plate. The tag, safe. And it's now 5-4.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. I don't know how he's able to shoot that.
Shohei on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Check swing, called strike. Ohtani stands at second with no outs. Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. He's trying for third. Swing and a miss. Throw. Tag. Ow. A bullet from JT Realmuto.
Especially when you're trying to swipe third base, you have to get a decent jump off the pitcher. That wasn't it right there. And even though the throw skips in, they still slap the tag on him in time. Not a great attempt right there.
Close, but called a ball. Now 1-2. And up to the plate is Will Smith. That's outside. Ball 1. 2 runs across in the inning. And we're at the top of the 5th. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Coming home. He will score.
Back-to-back base hits. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like.
And the Phillies manager. So they bring on the veteran Jimmy Garcia.
And that's a big potential run out there in second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
And they tag him out. 3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Bryce Harper now at the plate. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Boog, after watching the first inning of this one, you would not have expected that this pitcher would be in such a groove and still in the ball game at this point.
Not even close there, and it's 1-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. Muncy sizing this one up, makes the grab, 1 away. Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-1's the count.
Swings through that one, out in front that time.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Reaches, but can't make the grab.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well. 2 consecutive base hits for this team. I really like
a new arm into the game, the righty Kirby Yates.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Next offering way upstairs. Next offering is outside.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
And a swing and a miss. Boom. The lead runner out at second. Schwarber over at first with 1 away. Brandon Marsh in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Got him. 2 away.
That was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it just to try to keep the at-bat alive. And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fastball and then late has a really good bite, so tough to lay off of because you've made the decision you don't want to get beat by a fastball, and then you swing and you miss. You go back to the dugout shaking your head.
Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Two outs. And that one up and in. Look out.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Top 6. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Tommy Edman. And first offering is fouled off. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Late on that fastball.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Next pitch is outside. Fights it off. He'll see another. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Now this is in the air down the line. And that drops foul. And a swing and a miss. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Miguel Rojas at the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. That's in there. 0-1. And a foul ball. And that one a little bit high.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Next pitch is downstairs.
These first 2 hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
Next offering upstairs. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Up the middle. Turner with the throw to first. That was a strong at bat, even though he couldn't find a way on base. So now it's Freddie Freeman. He blasted one out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
Outside. Strike 2.
1 ball.
2 down, nobody on. And we're the top half of the 6th. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Turner with the throw to first. And the Dodgers are. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Nick Castellanos. He was late there. Strike 1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. And the next pitch is way outside. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And now it is JT Realmuto. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Betts whips it to first. And a couple of quick outs. So the Philly batting order turns over. Trey Turner at the plate. And there's a foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty.
Ball, that's down.
That one missed.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Fastball for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. In time, the 2-3 strike. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Mookie now. Garcia back to work. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. That's out to center field. Marsh sizes this one up. He's got it. One away. Here's Shohei Ohtani. He gets a shot right here against the righty, and he is elite against right-handed pitching. The contact, the average, and delivers the slug. There comes. Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And that's outside, and it's 2-2. And that skips in the dirt. In the air, left field, down the line. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. He's in with a double, and that's his second double of the night.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit.
Runner breaks for third. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third, and he's in there easily. Ohtani stands at third with one gone in the inning. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And he makes the play on the warning track. Runner tagging and heading for home. He's in on the sacrifice fly, and they take a 3-run lead. Hernandez in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Started after the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first, and he held up. And that one upstairs. Hit in the air, left field. Turner. He makes the grab, and that is that. But they push across. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Lake Trinan. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. And that one fouled off. Trinan, a former All-Star, 36 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Kansas. Liner snagged it first. Here comes Bryce Harper. Yeah, that's fouled off. The Dodgers leading by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. Movement in the bullpen. Alex Vesia, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Phillips also throwing. Dives, and he can't hang on. Flip to the pitcher is in time, and they get it out of the play. Now the third baseman, Alec Bohm. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And another ball.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
The next offering misses. 3 balls, no strikes. There's a swing and a miss.
3 balls, 1 strike.
That's ball 4. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find a zone. So, man aboard, Kyle Schwarber getting ready to hit. There's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Just missed.
That's a ball.
Boom. Off of first with 2 away.
The count's full.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Inside ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound. Evan Phillips. Horner swings through it for strike 1.
0-1.
The tying run at the plate. And that one fouled off. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Smith gathers, throws, and it's in time for the 3rd out. Back at Citizens Bank Park, we're at the top of the 8th. The batter now will be Will Smith. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 gone here. James Outman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Fastball almost got him there. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's in the
2
dirt.
balls, 1 strike.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information, but the guys that can take that.
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Hernandez tracks it down for the out. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. This one in the air, center field. Edman in position. Makes the catch for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's JT Realmuto. 0 for 3 in this one. That missed by a lot. And that is ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next pitch is outside. And a big swing and a miss.
2-1.
Now a pop-up on the infield. Rojas makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. And they're on the wrong end of a 7-4 score. Back here in Philadelphia, we go to the 9th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Miguel Rojas. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Up and in. Look out. Fastball in for a strike. And the count 1-2. Good eye right there. That one to first. He'll do it himself. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Very unusual here. An intentional walk with the bases empty and 1 out. Man at first with 1 gone. Mookie Betts digs in now. Misses inside. 1-0. Freeman stands at first with 1 out. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit. Freeman headed for third. The throw in, and the throw's offline, safe at third. And a dangerous hitter coming to the intentional pass coming. Bases now loaded, though it does set up a force at every base. Here's Max Muncy. Manager at and that one misses up and in. And that's ball 1. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. So they're all loaded up. That one way inside.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, he had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. And that's way high. Ball 1.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Hernandez with a high fly ball deep to left. Ranging back. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. They leave him loaded to the bottom of the 9th. Welcome back. And here comes the closer, Tanner Scott. A chance at his first save of the year. Turner stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. He swings and fouls one off. The 1-2. So Trey goes down on strikes. He's 2 outs away. Jarren Duran stands in for the Phillies. Hit in the air, center field. Edman in position. They got it for out number 2. Last chance for the Phillies. And digging in for Philadelphia, Bryce Harper. The first overall pick back in 2010. Ball 1, no strikes. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. One missing inside, so now 2-1 to Harper. Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. Bryce Harper goes deep, and they cut into the deficit. It's 7-5.
This game just got a little more interesting with that home run. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
0-1. And this is inside. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. This one in the air. Muncy. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers take game 1 of the series on the road.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't as
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Saturday baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to go. And today's starting pitcher, Aaron Nola.
Well, this guy's coming off a season where fell short of 200 strikeouts, which is kind of the ultimate for pitchers to get to that level. And it just tells you how nasty his stuff is, but it also leaves a little bit on the table for him to come out this season and make sure that he gets over that number so that he can go into the offseason feeling like I'm in a pretty special group.
Freddie Freeman, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. On the ground, Turner gets it to first, and Freeman is retired. And up next for Los Angeles, Haesung Kim. That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-0.
It's always fun watching Nola pitch. He's one of the best pitchers in the league because he knows how to control a baseball. He's got excellent command of his pitches, which keeps his walk rate low and helps keep him out of trouble.
Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. And there's the automatic. 1 out, bases empty. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. Haesung Kim with his first major league home run, a special moment in his young career, and who knows, maybe that'll open the floodgates for him.
Yeah, getting that out of the way can be a big confidence booster. It feels like a huge weight just been taken off your back. You can go up there with a lot less pressure on you now, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets hot for a little while.
What do you remember about your first career homer, Chris?
Well, I remember it was off of Omar Olivares, and, you know, being there in Los Angeles against the Angels, just a tremendous day, great ballpark, and a special moment for sure.
Shohei Ohtani stands in now and watches strike 1. And that's off the outside edge. And the count even 1-1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
That smash towards center, reaching for it and brings it in. 2 down, bases empty, and now it's Max Muncy. That's in for a strike. Muncy batting in the cleanup spot, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2012. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
On the ground to the left, and that squirts through. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in, and he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Mookie digs in here, right through there for a strike. Swings and misses. 0-2 now. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. Now a long throw home. Dives in, beats the tag. He scores. And they lead by 2.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And a foul ball. Betts leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
Right through there, got him. Out number 3. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Trey Turner. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. The pitch. This one popped up right side. Kim hauls it in for the out. And there's 1 down. Now batting Jarren Duran. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Hernandez pulls it down. 2 away now. Here's Bryce Harper. Homered last night. Added another hit as well. Inside just missed.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
On the ground right side. Lays out, but he can't score. squeezing. The throw comes in too late, and they don't get the out. Runner at first with 2 away. Now it's the cleanup hitter for the Phillies, Alec Bohm. That ends the frame. And 1, and they're down 2-0. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the catcher, Will Smith. And that's in for a strike. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Marsh hauls it in, and there's 1 away. The batter will be Michael Conforto. That's towards center. Marsh makes the grab, 2 down. And here comes Tommy Edman. Pitch in the dirt, and that's ball 1.
Counts 1-0. Nope. 2-0.
Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. That one fouled off. And down on strikes he goes. And a nice inning of work there. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. We head to the bottom of the 2nd. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. Sasaki back to work. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes. Ball.
Swing and a miss. 98 miles per hour on the gun. Nico Horner will come up to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Edman in position. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. And we're back. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. Check swing. Now an appeal to third. No swing. Nola fires. And another ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Throws to first, and 1 away in the top of the 3rd. And stepping in is the speedy Haesung Kim. That one way outside. 1-0. To the right side, and that chance handled. On to first. Awesome play there. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. And first offering is fouled off. Grounds one to short, and it's through for a hit. And now a two-out opportunity for Max Muncy. Here's Muncy to hit. A double and a run scored his first time up. That one close, ruled a ball.
Ball one, no strike.
Fouled off left side. There's the strike.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
Ohtani, the runner at first with two gone. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his third of the... And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Foul ball there. Not the best swing that time from the first round pick.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And now it's JT Realmuto. Lifted in the air, right center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Here's Turner now. Breaks his bat, pops it up. And there's one away. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Jarren Duran. Fly to left his first time. On the ground to second, might be 2. There's 1, out over to first, safe. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Here comes Bryce Harper. Reached on an infield single his first time. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And that will end the inning. So they strand a pair. On to inning number 4. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Phillies nothing. Back at Citizens Bank Park, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Mookie Betts. Ripped, but it curls foul. Betts, 32 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Betts chasing that time.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
That one misses, and it's a ball and a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Fans another. 2 outs. Base is empty. Will Smith will hit next. That one outside. And it's 1-0. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And
That's
another ball.
2 balls, no strike.
Swung on, belted. Marsh running hard. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And into second easily with a 2-out double.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double. Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure.
And that is that. So the Dodgers. Bottom of the fourth. Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm. Breaking ball inside. And that's ball one. On its way to the corner. And that's a foul ball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
To third. And that one handled. Slings it across. One up, one down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Schwarber now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a foul out of play. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout. So here's Horner now. Went down on strikes his first time through. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Over to first, and the Phillies are set down in. Nola back to work. And that drops in for a strike.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
On the ground to third, fires across the diamond, and they get Edman for the out. Here is Freddie Freeman. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Very humble guy, and you know, on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boog. He's just trying to stay with the plan, and that plan is hit the ball to left center field, drive the ball that way, let it travel.
Yep, and that's outside. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. And the 2-1 hammered but foul. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him looking, and he did not like the call. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes. 2
outs. Hit on the ground to the right side. He steps on the bag, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's the center fielder, Brandon Marsh. Tap foul at the plate.
Well, these Phillies, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
He takes it on his own, and the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth. Nick Castellanos, the next to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Popped up. That one gets down for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. There are a lot of nicknames people have attached to hits like that. Blooper, flare, duck snort, lawn dart, etc. But whatever you want to call it, it's a knock. And those are the ones that'll make you smile as a hitter just about every time.
Liner, base hit. The throw to third. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Couple of singles back-to-back. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Trey Turner with a chance now. Swings through that one for strike one.
0-1.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
And now a little barking back towards the umpire. Clearly thought he got that outside corner on what was a pretty big pitch. Sometimes that only makes it worse for you moving forward, but it can also open up that location in the future if the umpire thinks there's a chance that he missed it.
Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. Huge strikeout there.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
Now a chance for Jarren Duran. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. This one lifted in the air, left field, and that is the inning. Phillies leave a couple. They're still down. Top of the 6th inning. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Pitch misses, and that is ball 1.
You can never say enough about Ohtani. In 2023, he became the first player in AL/NL history to hit 40-plus home runs and record more than 10 wins in a season.
Man at first, Max Muncy. Shohei on the go. In the dirt. Safe at second, and that was not close. And now a man into scoring position. Smash to the left side. Boom. Throws on to first. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th. Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. Look out, almost got him upstairs.
Straighten him up a little bit.
This one smoked, could be trouble. Here's Ohtani flying around third. More easily. Betts into second.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Hot shot to third. Boom. Throws on to first. And Hernandez is out. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Late swing fouled off. Fly ball down the line. Duran brings it in. And that is that. Dodgers with a run scoring double. It's now 3-0. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the 6th. And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And a 1-2 again. Swings and misses. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
On the ground, right side, Kim. Tosses to first, and a couple of quick outs. 2 down, bases empty. Kyle Schwarber now at the plate.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And first offering is fouled off.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
No balls, 2 strikes.
The 0-2. And down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. And now the right fielder, Michael Conforto. Hit hard but foul off to the left. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
0-2.
Ripped on the ground to second. Tosses to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. In the air to left center. Marsh on the move. Snags it for the 2nd out. 2 outs, base is empty. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Liner to second. It picked on the hop. Throws to first in time. And Freeman is retired. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Evan Phillips looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Trinan getting loose as well. That one well upstairs. 1-1.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
In the air, right field. And it falls. And a good start to the inning. And now the center fielder, Brandon Marsh. 0 for 2 in this one. Swings through that high fastball.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
And that's off the inside edge. Going to count 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Hitting is all about anticipation, and right now this lineup is struggling with it. Their swings are mistimed, and it's produced a few ugly cuts here and there.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, and it falls. Corner around second, heads for third. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners, nobody out. And now for the Phillies, Nick Castellanos. He's 2 for 2. And that is out of play. Tying run at the plate. Fought off foul. Next pitch is outside. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup. You get a couple of runners on, and you're looking at having a big inning, and that strikeout right there just pours water on the fire. You look for the next hitter to step up and try to do something, pick up his teammate and his club.
Real Muto swings through it for strike one. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. The tying run at the plate. Got him swinging.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul.